Good morning, good morning. This is good. This is my Tuesday's review. Um, like I said, Mondays I don't trade really, but just wanted to see what's happening. So if we can check now, currently on a retail trend line, right? And what do they call that? Triangle what? I don't. It's triangle what dot pattern? Yes. Now, okay. We're currently respecting this fair value. We're currently inside of this fair value here. You see that we just took out external range buy side liquidity. So now the question is, will it respect this imbalance and continue aiming for those relative equal highs there? Or will price wanna go and test the liquidity below here? It's possible, I don't know, but I'm only gonna look at the scenario of coming here if you know this fair value gap here is not respected. So I'm gonna expect to use this bullish, this BC as an inversion fair value gap, aiming for sell side liquidity. You understand? Because this is just generating more and more liquidity. So it's kind of nice if it were to go down, but you can never know. But my view here is that I'm just anticipating to see what will happen, since today's Tuesday as well. So yesterday you see that it respected this fair value, but it didn't really push and continue pushing price and aiming for that buy side liquidity there. Instead, it kept on shooting to the sell side. So this kind of shows that the bearish strength is kind of like hard. That's why the dollar is weak, right? That's why. And also looking at a 10-day relative performance of the dollar has been weak compared to all the pairs. So for that, I'm just thinking it's possible that it may want to come and seek liquidity below here. But since today's Tuesday, I'm just gonna anticipate and see, do we see any reversal of continuing up, or we actually aiming for sell side. Now, this is Us500, S&P 500. Now, remember that I said yesterday that, let me just remove this. Remember that yesterday I said I wanted to see, no, on the weekend. Remember, I said what? My draw was what? This sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. I wanted to see what will price do. Will price is a resistance area, and it went for that and use this to push down and take out all the liquidity that it had generated there, right? As you would expect. But still, today's Tuesday, so this is what happened, right? Now the question is, sell side was rated, right? And we are still in that daily BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So we just recovered some of the inefficiencies. Now, I'm really just waiting to see now. Since sell side has been rated, right? Today is Tuesday. I'm really curious to see, do we continue selling, looking for this bullish order block, or do we want to come and retrace inside this area, as I said? Also looking at what? Sell side liquidity resting below here. Look at this. Look how price respected this buy side here. Liquidity was raided, took out error here and used this imbalance here to what? Retrace back. And look at that. Went for who? For this guy. So here it was to seek and destroy both buy side and sell side. Mondays. They're always looking to seeking out liquidity. So now we just took out what so this is gonna be my range, my dealing range. Why is this gonna be my dealing range? Because sell side was raided, buy side was raided and sell side was raided, right? Now since you're like this, if price would wanna continue selling, right? I'm looking at this imbalance here. If we are to continue selling, right, this will be like my draw, my point of interest. Why? Because it's also at the main threshold of this dealing range, right? And also below it there's a bearish order block, which it might respect or just weak inside of here, or might want to come to the extreme to this imbalance here. But overall, why this area is the one that we, with utmost importance to me, is because if you can look at this high was rated out, right, and made a strong sell, making this my breaker. So I'm looking at this breaker here, and then if you can check now, the mean threshold of this breaker here, it's not exactly, but it's at the consequent encroachment of this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So I want to see actually being bullish, aiming for this key zone here to continue looking for sell side. I don't know if you understand. I understand. It's possible it might do that, it might not even do that. But for me right now, my point of interest is this zone here, in respective to this breaker, this bearish breaker, right? And the main threshold are in line with the consequent encroachment of this CV here. So there's a lot of PD arrays, and it's also it's at the premium of this dealing range here. So when I see that bullish US dollar before my New York open, if we're gonna continue selling. And look at this nigga here. Jeez. A mistake. So if you can clearly, it did not respect this. You understand this fair value gap. So remember I said I'm okay with that because I'm looking at this guy here. This bullish order block, why it's below my main threshold. And also if you can look inside my main threshold, there's a fair value gap, and below it there's a bullish order block. So it's permissible that it might not even want to come here actually. So my attention right now is this guy here. Why this guy? Because it's at the main threshold of this entire range here, right? And below it there's a what? A bullish order block. So like this is my sweet spot. If it were to continue selling, I'm looking at these key areas to maybe see a reversal happening and continue going up. So currently right now I am bearish. I'm drawn to here. So meaning I want to see the dollar buying first, right? Nah, not the dollar, man. I want to see London buying. Yes, I want to see London buying. See what it did? Generated liquidity. Just kept on respecting this area, this zone here, the low of this fair value gap. Respecting and respecting. Then, pooh, take them out, all of them. Because there are people also who are thinking, this is a support area. Only to find out that they were generating liquidity. So we just took out our previous weekly low, right? And as I said, since I want to see Us500 selling, right? I want to see a bullish, also want to see some sort of a bullish move up. A bullish move up to where? I'm looking at this range here. Okay. Now, if you can pay attention, right? The midpoint of this range here is the 75% of the daily dealing range. You understand? So that means this area is the one with utmost importance, because this from 75% to 100 to 1, right? This is the extreme. No, man. Yeah. No, not this is not the 100. This is the new opening. This is like a new opening. Yeah. This is the new week open, right? So for me, this is my extreme. And inside that extreme, there's a bearish order block. And also remember, what is this here? Weekly low, yeah. Previous week's low. So this area, it's important to pay attention. So I'm looking at this zone here. So since we opened, I want to see, can we actually run for this bearish order block here? If we do, well, I'll be happy to see that, man. I'll be excited. London hasn't opened yet, so it's kind of like still in a consolidation, but yeah, my eyes are here. It might not even reach there, right? Because my eyes are here, but I want to see first what's really going on here. Remember, I'm only gonna trade at 8:30, so I'm gonna let the market play out first and just give me at least a blueprint. Then I can start trading. And check US30. So in US30, kind of like still. Oof. So in US30, yesterday we still respected this this imbalance here, which is wicked outside and returned back inside. Now we closed in the upper quadrant of this imbalance here. So I'm really curious to see what would the market be planning. But if it decides to start selling, right? If it starts to start selling, I'm looking at this inversion fair value. as my draw. Why this inversion fair value gap as my draw? Because there was a breaker, right? And inside that inversion fair value gap, there's also what? This fair value. So if we were to start selling, right? I'm looking at this area as my area of importance. Beautiful. So we rejected yesterday, and we rejected yesterday inside this sell side imbalance here. So now what's happening? Do we take out this high that it had created and start selling, or we just continue aiming higher? But I'm looking at this bearish order block, this extreme bearish order block. Why? Because it's in the extreme premium, right? Just to seek for liquidity here, I would think that maybe just a small seller retracement yana, because I think it would want to sell, but you can never know, man. This is just my personal opinion. It's crazy, right? So yeah, just have to be patient. Also be paying attention. At 10 a.m. today, there'll be news. They might not be that important. They might not move the market as you expect, but they will be manipulated. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see. So yeah, cheers, guys.